Hi everyone, sorry I'm so disheveled, but I just went for a jog and this is what you get. So I want to update you about the OMAD 1 meal a day progress, and I want to talk about what I'm wearing and why, and I want to talk about a new twist that I'm going to try. So here we go. First of all, I'm actually going to switch the order. I talk about what I'm wearing. All right, now normally I would never wear anything like just a sports bra. You know, I would never wear anything like, and I'm shiny because of the sunscreen. Sorry about that. I would normally never wear anything like this on a video. I don't think I've ever done it ever before, ever. But I'm feeling really good and I'm feeling really confident because like I'm getting there slowly but surely. If you have been a subscriber for a while, like you know, I mean, look at some of my old videos. I mean, my face is so much puffier in those videos. I've come a long way. I'm proud of it. So I woke up this morning and I looked in the mirror and I thought, holy cow, I look more like a runner than like ever before. And the reason why that matters is because I'm signed up to do my first ever marathon in December. Now I hate running. I normally hate running. I'm not like one of those people who's like, oh my God, the joy of running, it's amazing. No. I have a history of absolutely detesting it. But it's on my bucket list. Doing a marathon before I'm 40 is on my bucket list. I don't know why it is, but in order to get rid of it, I just have to do the marathon. That's it. I'll probably never do another one again. So, it's kind of interesting to start to finally kind of look a little bit like a runner. Very weird for me. So I'm feeling really confident. I've even got a little tiny bit of muscle. You can kind of sort of see in this video a little bit. I can't, you know, just a tiny, it's minuscule, but, but it's something. So I'm feeling good. And if this doesn't meet your standards, I don't care. I seriously do not care. This is a good step for me, and I'm still on my road, you know? I'm still on my way. I'm still on my journey. This is the middle of my journey. So, anyhow, that's that. The other thing is OMAD. Okay, let's give an update. I've been doing OMAD for a little bit, and here's the thing. I kind of was like, well, you know, do I have to do OMAD every day? Well, maybe I'll just do OMAD on the weekdays, maybe not on the weekends. I always skip breakfast. I never eat breakfast. Breakfast is total BS. Like, what a waste of time. I will do breakfast maybe, you know, once every 6 months or something, because it's just so completely unnecessary. I'm not even hungry when I wake up. So that's what I do. I skip it. So it's not difficult at all for me to do just 2 meals a day. And doing even the 1 meal a day wasn't a big deal, actually. I rather like OMAD, but my problem is that doing 1 meal a day is, you know, I'm watching all these videos and I'm trying to figure out, okay, like, how do you do it? And I was eating just way too much even in the 1 meal. I know that sounds really unbelievable. People are like, don't worry, you're not going to overeat, blah, blah, blah. BS. Like, yes, I did. And you can overeat on OMAD. It's not about calories in, calories out necessarily. I mean, it kind of is. But wait, before you freak out on me and like throw me some opinion that you haven't researched with actual like peer-reviewed medical journal articles, like I don't need your bro science. I don't want that. I've actually looked at peer-reviewed journal articles, okay? And I'm going to link them in the description box below. That's how you know that you can trust what I'm saying. So total energy expenditure, that's calories out. That matters, okay? It matters. And what you expend every day is going to be individualized for you, depending on your own hormones, depending on a variety of factors, depending on, you know, how much you move, you know, like even like twitching matters. So that's individualized. But the fact is that you can't just like eat all the calories you want no matter what. And not only that, it's not just though calories in, calories out, it's the type of calorie. The type of calorie matters. Why? I'll tell you why. Hormones. Insulin. Insulin is very good at its job. As we adapted as humans, we adapted to go through a variety of different things. Feast and famine, aka fasting. Nobody wants to hear me say that. I get it. But that's what we were adapted to do. And in all likelihood, unless we lived, just around the equator where fruit was abundant all the time, we probably went through periods where we had fruits, like during the summer. These are high sugar things. And then like the winter, probably some lower sugar things. Like, berries tend to be abundant during the winter, except for strawberries. And, they're relatively low carb fruit or whatever. So we probably went in and out of high carb, low fat and low carb, high fat, and doing that. And also fasting and feasting. Our bodies are adapted to do this. Okay? So when you have carbs or protein spikes your insulin. People don't think that this is true. It is true. Spikes your insulin. So you're going to store all of that, okay? Everything that goes with it, you're going to store it, all right? And if you store it, it's really important that you actually burn that stuff off. If you don't, you're going to gain weight. And more importantly than weight is you're going to gain body fat, okay? So, anyhow, I just wanted to put that out there because the kind of calories actually matter. You don't want to spike your insulin too high unless you're not eating any fat with that. If you're eating no fat, if you're just eating that's why high carb, low fat, it works. High carb, low fat works and low carb, high fat works. Both of these things work. It's when you have, and when I say carbs, let me just be clear. I mean BS carbs. I mean processed junk. I don't mean veggies. Veggies are carbs, people. They are. So it's I never eat carbs. I never. Right? Really, you don't eat veggies? That's stupid. Eat veggies. Veggies are extremely good for you. So, oh my God. I know already. I can see the comments not all veggies. Okay, whatever. Lots of veggies are good for you. Most veggies are really, really good for all humans. So, I think that what I'm going to do now, I'm going to tweak my OMAD. And that brings me to my third point. I'm going to try to do a vegan, low carb, high fat, keto OMAD. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy, but wait, just hear me out. Please hear me out. I've been doing so much research lately. And again, not bro science research, real actual research. And I think that this ties back into running. I want to see if I can become fat adapted so that I'm running on fat when I do my stinking marathon. And the reason why I want to do that is because if I'm carb adapted, that means I have to keep eating carbs while I'm running that marathon. And I think that's going to suck. I think that's going to actually, make the whole marathon experience even worse than the marathon experience is already to begin with. So, I could carry raisins with me or whatever. I mean, I could do that, but I would really like to not have to do that. And, your body can become proficient at burning fat. But the fact is, on keto, if you eat too much fat, then you're going to get fat. It's true. You're no, eating fat won't make you fat. Eating too much will. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Because if you're not moving, if you're not doing anything, and if you're eating more fat than your total energy expenditure, you're going to store that. Insulin is very important. It's good at doing its job. It does its job. It stores stuff for when the famine comes so we don't all die, or so that we don't die in our sleep, it's so important that we have this. We were never ever meant to be in a post-industrial situation where we have an abundance of all kinds of food available to us 24/7. And not only that, but a bunch of crappy food, a bunch of even like non-food food, you know? Like hamburger bun. It's a non-food food. It's not a real food, you know? And one of the fast food companies came out with a few years ago, they were marketing really heavily this idea of fourth meal. Oh, come through our drive-thru with a fourth meal. I don't know if any of you remember that, but it was like, I was just astounded by that BS. Like, we don't need a fourth meal. We don't need a first meal. It's questionable whether we need that second meal. We don't need to be eating as much as we're eating, okay? We don't. We eat too much. So that's not, I mean, I'm not talking to people who have eating disorders, okay? That's a very specific issue. I'm not talking about people who are anorexic or bulimic or what, there are all kinds of different eating disorders out there. I'm not saying that. Or if you're undernourished, I'm not talking about that. If you're pregnant, don't fast. If you're breastfeeding, don't fast. If you have thyroid issues, talk to your doctor. Like, I'm not a doctor. But the fact is, most of us are eating too much. And even on OMAD, I was like, oh my God, I only have 1.5, 2 hours that I can eat. I'm gonna just eat I'm gonna eat everything. And I ate way beyond my hunger. Beyond me feeling full. Even if I was full, I'm like, screw it, I still gotta eat. Like, I've gotta eat all of this stuff because I'm not gonna eat for another 22 hours. That's not the way to do OMAD. OMAD's supposed to be like, okay, then you eat your one meal and then you're full and then you're done. And that's not what I was doing. So the last couple days, I know this video is super long. I'm sorry, I'm wrapping up. The last couple days, I've been eating vegan keto just to see how it goes, just to see how are these working, how's the food working out? And have I had salad? Yes, I've had salad, but actually they're delicious. They're way better than I thought they would be. I mean, I'm putting a whole avocado in a salad. Now you have to balance out, make sure you're eating enough omega-3s, because if you just have a bunch of avocado, it's a lot of omega-6, and there's a big issue with the omega-6, omega-3 ratio being just like off kilter with vegans and with other people. So got to make sure you get your omega-3s. I do take a DHA EPA supplement. I do that. I also use ground flaxseed. If you eat flaxseed, don't eat the whole ones. You're just going to poop it out. It doesn't matter. It's not going to stick. If you use ground flaxseed, which you should, you need to put that in the fridge so that it keeps. If you don't do that, it's not going to keep. So there you go. A little tip for you. If you made it to the end of the video, like, that's a tip. But the salads that I've made are really, really, really delicious. The only non-whole food that I am eating throughout this whole process is some olive oil. And I don't go crazy with it. I don't. I just do it so that way I am eating more fats, because I do want to be fat adapted, and that's going to be part of it, because being a vegan, it's really hard to get the fat ratio as high as it needs to be. But I'm trying, okay? Please don't like slaughter me in the comments. If you do, I'm going to delete it anyway, because I don't tolerate that crap. I just don't. But, it's this is an experiment. This whole channel is an experiment, and it's an experiment mostly for people who don't have time to be in the gym every day, okay? I'm not 20 years old. I'm almost 40, for God's sake. So I don't have time to be in a gym every day. I work really hard. I'm a working professional, and I'm sedentary most of the time. I mean, my jog, like, it's been 2 weeks since I've jogged, and even then, I don't jog even very well. And I don't go very long. So this is supposed to be for people who are real people, who don't have their parents supporting them, who don't have, I don't get paid by YouTube, nothing like that. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm hoping that it will be helpful for you in some way. That's the whole purpose, and it's an experiment. So anyway, that's it. I know it's a long video, but there was a lot of information, a lot of things to go through. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like the info that I shared, and don't forget the articles that I'm going to put in the description box below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to give some more tips as I'm learning more stuff, and you don't want to miss it. And leave a comment or a question below. And if it's not nasty, I won't delete it, and I'll even get back to you as soon as I can. All right, everyone, take care. Bye.